Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Kensil Culture. And here is our latest edition of the one, the only Grab Bag Mini Movie Reviews. As you can tell by our
right there,
our empty shelves right there, we have taken them all off and we have put them in bags.
These two doors here now, it's a confessional for a Catholic church.
No.
Listen. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, wait, sorry. It's not. I just made that up.
John, you can't do a Catholic kid joke on look, no. Okay. Cut that. We're going to start. You can't do that, John.
I didn't do anything about raping. All right, let's go.
Yes, you did. You had a little kid in there.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Priest.
All right.
You know, you can't.
I hear it. All right.
I'm sorry, John.
You're right.
My mom wouldn't like that.
Right.
If she was alive. 1, 2, 3. Hey, everybody. Guess what? You can tell by the empty shelves right here that once again, it's time for Grab Bag Mini Movie Reviews, where we take the movies off the shelf and put them into a bag and reach in and give you a short and precise evaluation of it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is John Kensil. I'm the legendary Wid, and this... This is the bag. This week, our bag is appearing from Big Lots, okay? And isn't that like sort of an oxymoron? Big Lots, you know, like military intelligence or something.
Sounds
like
like
that.
my dating
Big
profile.
Lots, you know, that's thing. Well, what we do is that, look, it's all filled, just a cornucopia of movies, culture, and everything that's come around. And, it's
culture.
Right there from Big Lots Farmers Market. I thought they sold electronics. But our first mini grab bag review will be done by Mr. John Kensil. John, reach into this bag and pull out a movie.
There we go. I don't know what's in here. This bag has been hermetically sealed. It's been sitting on Funkin' Wagnall's front porch for 3 weeks. Oh,
And
it's
right over here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look! It's a clear cover right there. Look how cover is. No, it's
A Christmas Story, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favorite movies. They play it on an eternal loop during Christmas time, during the holidays, and it was written by Gene Shepard and narrated by Gene Shepard, a very famous disc jockey, radio personality who would tell stories over WOR in New York. And it was stories about the people that you see in Christmas Story. But this is only one of the many, many, many stories that Gene Shepard had written about his family. And part of it's fictional, and part of it's all based on his young adult and childhood in. It's a beautiful Chicago area.
And it takes place in the late 40s about his life growing up, and the movie painstakingly, recreates this, that time period. And I think this movie became beloved because when they aired it, it didn't make any money when it first came out in 1983. Directed by Bob Clark, who also did Porky's and a couple other good movies, who was tragically lost his life in a drunk driving accident. Not his fault; someone hit him. But Bob Clark. But it's a great movie. Also, too, something about this movie? They filmed the house, I think, is in Ohio somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. Looks like a rundown 1940s house. That's why it was made that way. People go there now and visit it. They turn it into like a bed and breakfast, but they didn't film the interiors here. The house is a little old house. It's not really, but people are like, oh, I went there, and it actually has a leg lamp in the window.
Okay, and it's in Canada, isn't it? Or the house, or
parts in. The house scenes, I think it might be right. I thought it was Ohio. The house, but the city scene was made in Ohio. And last Christmas time, they made a sequel starring Peter Billingsley as Ralphie, growing up in the early 70s, like 20, 30 years later.
Ralphie was actually the Gene Shepard, and he was the one, and his brother, his Mukey little brother. Gene Shepard on the radio, you would look forward every year to hear this story on the radio, just coming from the narrators from the movies now. And he had such a great sense of humor and warmth. It was a beautiful thing. He wrote not only for Mad Magazine at times, he wrote for Car and Driver magazine too, and he would. So he was sort of an adventurer, and he had a couple of Gene Shepard. This is had a couple of specials on PBS back in the day. And,
very beloved. He had a real nice, smoothie, folksy voice, but in the East Coasty, Midwest. But he I think he's in A Christmas Story. Is he the one who plays Santa Claus? He has a line.
No, he doesn't play Santa. He plays an old guy in the crowd. After,
that's right.
After he gets at the end of the slide. Right. But all that is it is told in a talking book sort of way.
A narrative,
on the radio, and we would wait every year to hear him do this because it was. It was something that, we really look forward to. And I think that if you haven't seen, Christmas Story, then you don't live in the United States, man. Okay?
My favorite part of the movie is when Ralphie's waiting in line to see Santa Claus, and he doesn't realize the line's about 500 kids long, and he's at the very end of it. Well, there's this nerd kid sitting in front of him. And the nerd kid has a
sitting right here, John.
Thick glasses. Hey, it is him. No. Kid has like thick glasses and like buck teeth. He has like a pilot's cap on his head. And he turns to Ralphie and he says, "I like Santa." And Ralphie just goes like he's an idiot. And he gets up there. But this movie...
He always described his brother as an idiot.
The mother was played by Melinda Dillon, who just died. But in the sequel I just mentioned on Netflix with Ralphie's Grump, and it's the same actor. In fact, it's all the actors who are still alive.
Is it about the Brumpuses? The Brumpuses?
They're in it too, right? The bully, the kid who beats up little Ralphie, and all his friends are in it. Well, the mother, since she stopped acting, was played in this movie by Julie Haggerty, who was the waitress, the stewardess in Airplane 1, Airplane 2, Albert Brooks Coming to America, and she looks just like her. But it's just a beloved movie. We all love watching it, and they made a sequel to it called A Summer Story with Charles Grodin. It's the same family and everybody, but Charles Grodin plays the Darren McGavin part. But it's about their summer trips, narrated by Gene Shepard again. It's a very...
Darren McGavin was so great in that as a father when he would, and the old man... And in a lot of the stories, Gene Shepard, the first book is called "In God We Trust," and there's one called "Ferrari in the Bedroom," and there's other things. He wrote stories for Playboy. They would be in Playboy for years and years. He interviewed Gene Shepard, the author and narrator. He interviewed the Beatles for Playboy magazine, and if I could recommend any Christmas movie, it would be this one.
Yes,
and, it holds a special place in my heart. And
it's
a
beloved.
I would give it,
a
fourth thumb. What do we?
Fingers. I don't know. Appreciative smiles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'd give it a grin over there, ladies and gentlemen. A Christmas Story.
Everybody likes.
Get it?
Yes. Unless you're a loser.
It's watch that. That's Fragile.
Oh, that's right. Funny too. The father in that movie is an old man, and I think he was only like 48, but he seems so much older than the mom in the movie.
Yeah, I always thought that too. But hey, it's Darren McGavin.
Great voice.
Great.
Oh, real quick too. Melinda Dillon, the actress who played him.
Yeah.
She was also the wife in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. She was nude in Slapshot with Paul Newman. You see everything. She's the girl in bed with him.
Well, I'd pucker.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was a
I got a
joke. I'm not
I got a Zamboner.
Okay. Zamboner. Sorry, folks. All right, it's my turn right now.
It's his turn.
Turn it around, John.
It's his turn.
Let this be random.
All
this is always random. All right, reaching into the grab bag mini movie review. And here. All right. Oh, this feels like one that I... Let's see what it is. It is Die Hard 2. Die Hard 2, right over. Another Christmas...
Yes, right. Christmas
another
movie.
Christmas chestnut. I would think that if there was any two movies that I would watch during Christmas, it would be Die Hard 2 and A Christmas Story.
We talked before about sequels that are as good or better than the first movie. No, I said as good. I didn't say better as... But Die Hard 2 is as good as the first film. It's very well-made action. It's fun. It moves great. It's one of the first film appearances by Dennis Franz from NYPD Blue as the...
Okay.
All right. Fun movie. Also, too, here's some... And by the way, too, I didn't go over these beforehand. It's all up here in this bank right here. When they talk about what movies have the highest kill count,
Yeah.
Right? People forget, in this movie here, the bad guys make a jet crash with like 300 people on it. They crash
that's
it,
a
right?
body count right there.
But it's a fun, well-made, great movie. Where terrorists are trying to take. Oh wait, here it's American. And American special forces are supposed to be protecting a South American dictator.
Okay.
And here they're in cahoots with him.
Oh,
right?
The Cahoots again.
And
that'd be a good name for a movie, Cahoots.
Very neat, fun movie. Great lines, and it's what do you call it too? There's a I think it's this movie here too, right? He's supposed to be calling his wife on a payphone, Bruce Willis, and his wife's played by Melinda Dillon. And he's supposed to be at the airport, like I think Dulles, or is it Washington or New York? I think it's New York.
He's supposed to be like in Atlanta or something.
Well, it's snow though. Oh, he's right though.
He's supposed to be someplace else, but what does the phone say?
L.A.
It
has the L.A. payphone. It says like California Bell-Tel.
Yeah, Pacific Bell.
Yeah, that's a Pacific Bell. But it's a fun movie, and
great continuity mistake.
John Amos from The Father and Good Times is the head guy, and it's really good. Very good Christmas movie.
Very good Christmas movie. We had a friend, Doogie Horner, who actually wrote a die-hard Christmas, almost child's book.
Coloring book.
Okay, coloring book. And it got on the bestseller list.
Yeah, very neat, very
and
cool.
it'll probably be on eternal because everybody puts Christmas and Die Hard together with a big body count. And I can tell you, Christmas Story. He had a presence on the in these. Okay,
oh, yeah.
I believed him. This was as good as the Taken actor. Who had his
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, who had those Takens. This is just I think these are better, and these are action things, and it's a little misogynist, a little macho, a little thing. But Bruce Willis, gosh bless him, Jersey boy, he plays it great, and I would highly recommend our two movies this week that are Die Hard 2 and
A Christmas Story.
Ooh, that was a little hard. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this once again with my co-host, John Kensil, the boss, with John Kensil, the legendary Wid, and this has been Grab Bag Mini Movie Review.